in late August, one in which you have entered 3+ games out of the wild card, Curtis and others, would it be a good thing to not be walked off by the opponent? That is my question for you this morning. Would that be a good thing in a series that you must win if you want to remain relevant when it comes to that third and final wild card? Would that be a good thing?
Generally speaking, it's frowned upon. And I would also add that if your goal is the third and final wild card, it might behoove you to set bigger goals so that if you fail, you're still a playoff team. And the Red Sox, since the break, how many games have they led and then lost?
It's so frustrating because they do this same thing where they pull you back in. They struggled right after the All-Star break, and then we're like, okay, put a fork in them. Yep. And then suddenly they win a couple series. It's like, okay, they might be back in it. And then you look at, like, this series, I hate to be dramatic, but if you do not find a way to win this series, like, forget about it.
Let it go, man.
Let it go, right?
Yeah, just got to let it go. I think when you look at the Red Sox, I think the expectations were coming into the season not very high. They're doing better than we expected, but it seems like in the sailing community, there is no more wind left at sea. So,
does it matter to you though that the Astros are a pretty good team this season?
No, it doesn't matter.
Like
it doesn't, because
it's coming at a wrong point of the season because you need the Red Sox to prove something, but they're not a nothing burger when it comes to team.
No, but
the Astros?
No, the Red Sox.
No, the Astros. But that's the issue. It's like fake pubes. It's like you've been. It's false advertising.
Jackson just woke up.
Morning, Jackson. By the way, Scheim is off today. Jackson, your one and only focus is operating the board this morning.
You got that right.
And I'm assuming that you have a lead.
I do have a lead.
Okay,
yes.
That's fine. We will get to your lead. Are you filing any kind of a live on the scene report like you did yesterday from the topless protest?
No, there's no breaking news that I need to cover at the moment. But if there is some, I will be there.
We are glad to have you. Scheim enjoying a couple well-deserved flex days on old Cape Cod.
And I have to commend you, Greg.
Yes.
In order to get Scheim back where he was by Thanksgiving, I saw you sent 6 bar pizzas to his room.
But that's the problem is, like, you can hang around and be relevant when it comes to that third wild card spot, and you're only beating teams that are meh.
They are who we thought they are. They're coming back down to earth, man. And I think the expectations of, what you're expecting now moving forward, they're gonna keep you kind of like they're gonna be like white noise in the background, elevator music when they put you on hold. You'll hear it, you really won't pay attention, but you'll keep your eye on it. But did you expect anything more?
I did, yeah, because I thought that going into the deadline, you locked down Alex Cora for 3 years. And you did some addition. It wasn't the splashy addition that some wanted, but my expectation was that it was a baseball team full of young guys with a lot of passion and desire to be in it in September. So I
mean, they're in it.
They're not, Wiggy. They're not in it. Like, I mean, they're in it if they win this series, I guess. Then fine. So you got to win 4 games. You got to win the next 3 down there against the Astros.
Well, I mean, when I say they're in it,
thoughts and prayers on getting that done.
Right. When I say they're in it, they're gonna be right there till the end of the season, where you're gonna be keeping your eye on them.
I don't think so. I
you think they're gonna fall out if it's so bad where they get like
Wiggy, they're
8 back?
They're 3. They were, Curtis, correct me if I'm wrong, 3.5 out of that final wild card heading into this series last night.
Right.
So,
right now, according to the ESPN model, I think it's Fangraphs, their odds or their percent chance of making the playoffs is under 29.
Well, I'm not saying they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to stay close enough within striking distance that you'll go, okay, if they can maybe hit a run.
If they go 500 between this series and Arizona, I think people are still interested.
I think
They do.
I think people have just kind of said, yeah, they are what they are. Everybody's starting to come back down to earth. The expectations.
What about Lucas Sims, the guy that was brought in by Breslow? Obviously, we don't watch a lot of Reds bullpen action, but he's pitched 11 innings, allowed 6 earned runs, and cost you a couple games.
Yeah.
If you win the 2 games he cost you, you're 67 and 57, and you're 2 games out. And
He
so,
won you one a week ago or so. And other than that, he is the reason that some would refer to he and his ilk as the blow pen for the Boston Red Sox. I think they have 12 blown saves since the All-Star break.
And yesterday you have 2 2-run leads. You gag both. And I'm sorry, Wiggy, the Cora defense is there because we now believe in him long term. He's here for 3 more years. He's invested. But if Cora didn't have the extension, wouldn't we be talking about another post-deadline swoon?
Yes.
Yep.
And it's amazing. It has nothing to do with the deadline.
But that's why the ownership group, I think, feels like they threw you a bone on Alex Cora, and so who cares what happens when it comes to this season?
No, it's 3 years in a row.
I think they feel like they did you a solid, and that you're gonna stare at that shiny object, and you're not going to pay attention to what's going on the diamond.
Yeah, but did everything. I think they did everything for the team. They went out, they got players. Granted, one big name players.
They didn't make a big move.
But I didn't say it wasn't a big move.
But they made moves.
This is 3 years in a row. Let's stop defending the Alex Cora and the players. This is 3 years in a row after the All-Star break.
You're right.
You defend the ownership group.
Well, because
that's what you do.
No, I defend them if they make moves because everybody wants to. Anytime there's an issue on the field or with the Red Sox, everybody instantly wants to blame ownership. This is 3 years in a row.
Now, give me a significant move that they made.
Well, I didn't say a significant move. There you go. You moved the goalpost.
I'm not moving any kind of goalpost. And also, could you use a baseball appropriate reference? Like I moved the base.
Well,
you're bringing the fences in.
I moved the rubber.
Yeah, your strike zone is changing.
Uh-oh.